Hi friends, how are you doing? I apologise for not being in touch or putting blogs up for the last few days. The truth be known, I've been a little bit down. Last week I was involved in an accident with a motorcycle, unfortunately. I had been staying in a little village called Provence, and beautiful little place. Unfortunately, I was leaving there and I was travelling towards Spain that day. I travelled down the road, got to a roundabout literally just before the getting on the motorway, on the toll road, whatever, and came into a roundabout. There were a couple of there were a couple of articulated lorries in front of me. So I slowed right down going into the roundabout. They took the first turning. I continued to take the second turning, and out of nowhere at all, a car came at the back end of me and not hit me once but twice at the end, back end basically, just nudged me. But unfortunately, the second time I lost control of the bike and the bike went over. But as the bike went over, the whole front end of the car got ripped off because one of the panniers got caught in the arch, and she stopped suddenly and it just ripped the whole front end off. The woman got out, she was jumping up and down and shouting in French. I take it basically, my car, my car, my car. Anyway, tried to console her. I banged my head a little bit, and I was a little bit dazed, thinking exactly what the hell going to go on. Eventually a load of passers-by stopped and tried to help out. They were all sort of looking at me down, motorcyclists, crazy. Anyway, one person turned round who could speak a little English, said, "No, you overtook her." She said, "You overtook her, and you cut her up basically, and she had nowhere to go, but she crashed into you." I said, "Well, no, I'm sorry, my friend. This is not what happened. We need the police here." "Oh, are you hurt?" I said, "No, not really." "Oh, well, they won't attend then." And then obviously I became very lightheaded and not coherent. So I refused to say anything else until the police arrived and the ambulance. So eventually the ambulance, Thai brigade came first, and then the ambulance. And as they were checking me out, and then they were holding my neck in case I had spinal damage or whatever, they ushered me into the ambulance. The police came, and the policeman was convinced that I was either under the influence of alcohol or I had been taking drugs, as they had been saying, basically. So I said, "I don't take drugs, and I certainly don't drink. I'm teetotal." Yeah, we've heard that before. I said, "Well, test me then, please." Anyway, they tested me, and both results came back 0.000. So I was in the clear. I said, "Hang on a minute, you really want to know what's happened?" I said to the police officer. He says, "Yes, of course." I said, "Well, just let me use my phone. My phone connects to my motorcycle, and there are cameras front and rear of my motorcycle, and I actually can show you what exactly happened." Anyway, with that, I connected to the bike, and amazingly, the footage is there. She came up at speed, and you could actually see her looking at the two articulated lorries turning off as she was approaching me, and she was coming at speed, and literally she just bumped me twice. So that ruled that out. Now then, I continued with my journey. The bike was okay. I had to go and collect my motorcycle after being recovered and whatever. Paid the usual fee, got my bike out. I stayed another night with my friend I made there, what I've been staying with the last couple of days. He was very good. Absolutely, Oliver, you're amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing. He put me up for an extra night, and I continued on my journey down towards Spain. And I got to Spain. I contacted the insurance that day. Unfortunately, they've informed me that the person who actually took the policy off me, although I did specifically say I would be continuously travelling, he said, "It doesn't matter, you're allowed to stay in one country for 90 days before moving on. In actual fact, you are not allowed to travel outside of the UK for more than 90 days per annum." As it happened, my insurance policy had actually lapsed on the 11th, but I had put in place for a new policies to start. So with that, I am covered. They will honour the insurance and everything else. I've now got to go through the rigmarole of actually providing the evidence and everything else to them. So this is what I'll do. I'm still continuously travelling around a bit and capturing footage, but I've been a little bit despondent to actually make the blogs and whatever with you. I do apologise for this. The show must go on, and I still must live the dream. We'll keep you posted and keep you updated. All right for now. Try to live the dream. All the best, my friends. Bye.
Bonkers.